Hiring is probably one of my most important responsibilities in running the department. The men and women who are at the gates, who are out on patrol, who are in our dispatch center, they're the heart and soul of the department. They're the persona of the department. And that's why this process is so important. The management team, you can have the best management team in the world, but if your people that are out there interacting with the community don't have the best interest of the community at heart, it's not going to work. It's never going to work.
What I like best about working for public safety is being able to help the community members at Villanova. And I like being a resource. I like being able to provide whatever it is that, the faculty, staff members, or students need, whether it's with a crime or whether they have questions or whether it has to do with just safety in general. I like being that resource for the community members. And I just genuinely like getting to talk to all the people on campus and get to learn about their backgrounds and all the different cultures that they come from, which is always cool.
How is policing here different? It's different because of the culture. When you're here on campus, you're not looking for the bad guy. These are kids that's trying to elevate themselves. They're chasing an education. They're here for the right reasons. Whether they make mistakes here or there, you're here to guide them. I feel like that's the main difference between a traditional police department.
The great part and exciting part about this job is that there are no typical days. Every day is going to be something different. You never know what skills or what talents that you're trained for you're going to have to use in that day. So a typical day, there is no typical day. And that's the great part about working here in a university setting and working with the students, the faculty, and the staff here.
So the work schedule is unique because being an officer, you are doing shift work. So that's comparable to like nurses who also do shift work as well. I know for a fact shift work is not for everyone because the typical corporate job, let's call it, it's like a 9-to-5 gig. But for us, it is divided into 3 different, let's call them shifts. So we have a 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shift, that's the morning shift. Then we have an afternoon shift, which is from 2 p.m. until 12 a.m., and that's the shift that I'm on. And then you have the overnight shifts, which are from 10 p.m. until 8 a.m., I believe.
What I like the best about working with public safety is the opportunity for mobility as far as moving up, getting promoted through the ranks. When I started here, I was just a patrol officer, and now I'm a lieutenant.
So some of the benefits that comes with working with Villanova is the fact that they push family so much. When my wife and I had our second son, one of the things that they offered to the fathers to have time off. I actually coined it as BTO, which is baby time off. So it's a thing, it's gonna take a while to get to everyone. But I appreciated that, the fact that I got a chance to be there with my wife for an extended period of time with my youngest son. So that's something I truly, truly appreciated.
Some of the unique benefits of being in this position are, my favorite one being tuition reimbursement. And so if you want to pursue like a bachelor's degree or even a master's degree, they're willing to work with you and allow you to take these classes for free. I think you still need to pay taxes or whatnot, but other than that, you can do that. And our department is very supportive of the officers taking classes and getting their degrees as well, which is always nice. So sometimes if the class is during your shift, they're willing to work out something with you so that you can attend these classes. Even if it means you're in your uniform, at least you can just go to the class, whether it's like an hour or 2-hour class.
I would have to say a unique challenge will be trying to persuade some people to get a better understanding on public safety. A lot of people have their views on us and opinions, and me trying to persuade and talk with them to get a different insight on us.
Some of the unique challenges is always to learn more. You never know it all, and each day is that you meet a challenge and you grow from it.
You can only build relationships for a certain amount of time with the students. They're here for 4 years typically, and then they're moving on. So a challenge is that you get to know someone, and that's only possibly going to be a several-year relationship where they're going to move on. But you do get to see them grow and improve and build upon who they are before they leave, which is a challenge, but it's a good thing to happen.
In keeping the campus safe, I see my role as someone who faculty, staff, and students can come to and reach out to be a resource. And I want to be approachable. I want to take a modern approach to policing and kind of break the traditional, maybe like, let's say, norms of how policing is viewed. And I just want to genuinely help people. At the end of the day, all I care really about is keeping people safe and being approachable and making sure that I can help people the best that I can.
Community policing is extremely important for me. I grew up in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and for whatever reason, it's just known not to be around cops. I've never been in trouble with the law when I lived in New York, but it was always in my nature not to be around cops. I never understood why, it's just the culture. So if I could reach one person, then I've done my job.
We're looking for people who will rely on their people skills, who want to rely on their people skills more than they want to rely on their authority. People will remember how they were treated by the officer, and they'll remember that for a long time, more than they will maybe even the actual situation itself. That officer's demeanor, that's going to stick with them for a while. And that's why this process of recruitment is so important to us.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a job, you need to go somewhere else. But if you're looking for a career, you can come here.